And 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee, and am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. You see? So the Most High hates Esau, Edom. So what are we supposed to do, man? All as wise, hate Esau, Edom, because the Book of Psalms said, "Do not I hate thee, O Lord, that I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee." With the what was it, man? It says, I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. All right. Oh, verse 19 tells you, surely thou wilt slay the wicked. O God, depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. Okay, and you let's just read this through the Spirit or the Living Translation, New Living Translation. It tells you, verse 21, "O Lord, shouldn't I hate those who hate you? Shouldn't I despise those who oppose you? Yes, I hate them with total hatred, for your enemies are my enemies." That was the point, man. That the Most High has enemies, and we despise them too. We hate them. We hate Esau, Edom too, man. But we're not out here like, going off on them, starting to start fights, and nah, man. We're here to edify the elect, man. We're here, and we are edifying you. Well, I'm telling you right now, the Most High hates Mount Seir, Edom, the so-called Caucasian race, and I'm telling you why, and it's all through the scriptures, man. All right, so let's go. Let's go to Ezekiel 35:3 again, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee the most desolate. And how is that gonna be fulfilled, man? The most desolate, Mount Seir, who I am against thee, is when basically America becomes just like Sodom and Gomorrah was, man. A desolate, deserted place, never to be inhabited again. Because of what? Because of the wickedness, man, of here in Babylon the Great. The wickedness Esau, Edom pushes out. The wicked vibrations of sorcerers that do all this witchcraft, wicked. You got homosexuals, faggots, prideful, unbelieving, idolaters, man. This Revelation 21:8, it tells you, but the fearful, so the fearful are the cowards, man, not the brave. Revelation 21:8 is basically telling you all the personalities that are here in Babylon the Great today, America, man. And guess what? They're gonna be caught up in the lake of fire, which is America's destruction, nuclear destruction, man. That's what it is. With fire and brimstone. Let's go back to Ezekiel. Since the beginning, man. Since I was a kid, I used to despise it's in our natural state to despise the wickedness Esau, Edom has done, and the wickedness of a homosexual, man. Verse 4, Ezekiel 35, verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in their time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Of perpetual hatred, man. Perpetual. You go to the definition of perpetual. Ooh, damn. You click on the similar, or you go to the first, and it tells you never ending or changing. And then you go to the similar words of the definition, and it tells you everlasting, never ending, eternal, permanent, unending, without end, long lasting, constant. All right. Yeah, man. And so on. Continuous. So the hatred, it tells you, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, a never-ending hatred, a continuous hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. You see, so go to the history, man. Go to the history of the Israelites that came here in slavery. Go to the history of all the tribes, man, from Gad, from Judah to Issachar to Zebulon, from when the conquistadors came over here, when they committed that genocide to the tribe of Gad, to enslaving, lynching the Negroes, burning the Negroes, you know, lynching the Hispanics, the Latinos. All right, that's basically wrapped down in verse 5, Ezekiel 35 and verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Oh yeah, I'm still on. So you start going through history and you start like, okay, you know what? Esau Edom is a so-called Caucasian race, man, because of the prophecies that are because of the scriptures identify who Esau Edom is and who Jacob is, man. All right, so let's go to verse 6. It tells you, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And that's true, man, because you look at all the wicked things. Let's say the genocide of the Native Americans, man, the lynchings of the Negroes, the slavery of the Negroes. You know how they burned them, how they had the babies for crocodile bait. All right, and the Latinos too, man. The unknown lynchings of Latinos done by who, man? By Esau Edom, by the so-called white man. All right, so that's why the scriptures say, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood. They didn't hate blood. They loved to shed the blood of the children of Israel. They loved slaying Israel, man. They loved. Well, let's go real quick. On Esau, man. That's Genesis 27 and 41. Genesis 27 and 41. So this goes way back, man. You understand? Let's read it. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So since way back then, Esau Edom has been trying to slay Jacob, man. You see, so this whole everything that's going on right now is between the nation of Esau which is Edom, and then you got the nation of Israel, the Israelites, man. That's why the scriptures tell you, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Alright, so Esau, Edom has a lot to pay, man. Gotta recognize that guy. Alright, let's go to Ezekiel 35. About to crash right there. Alright, let me see. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Alright, you go to the NLT, it tells you, as surely as I live, saith the Lord, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own. Your turn has come. You see, and that bloodbath, Salakia, the bloodbath, is gonna come ultimately when yahawashi comes back and completely destroys Esau, Edom, and not completely, obviously not completely, because there are gonna be some Edomites that are gonna survive, the banking families and all that. But the bloodbath is gonna come when yahawashi comes back and puts in that work, man. Puts in that work and slays the Edomites, right? Verse 7, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Let's go to the NLT. So the reason why I go to the NLT is because you get a more clarification of what the scriptures are saying, man. For some people, it might be a little harder to understand the KJV, so you go to a different translation. But then you gotta discern, because sometimes the other translations go off. They don't basically give you the correct words of what that verse was truly trying to say and means. But the reason why I go to the NLT is so you guys can get more clarification, man. For the new brothers, anybody that listens, runs into the videos, man. NLT on the verse 7, I will make Mount Seir utterly desolate, killing off all who try to escape, and any who return. Alright, so let's go to verse 8. It tells you, I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. Alright, and you go to Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, man. And what is it, man? Let's get that real quick. Now, you know what? Let's keep reading. Verse 8, and I will fill his mountains with his slain men in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. You see, so the Most High is going to do a straight, yahawashi is going to come in and put in that work, man. This is basically telling you that the Edomites are going to be destroyed, man, wherever they are at, here in Babylon the Great, man. Because Basra, you could say this is modern day Basra too. See, America has different titles, man. Alright, verse 9. Oh, I brought up Basra because, let's get it real quick, man. Isaiah 63. And it tells you, come on, damn. And so you go to Isaiah 63 and the New Living Translation, it tells you judgment against the Lord's enemies. Alright, so it tells you in King James Version, we're gonna go through it first, and then, you know, Hit the NLT. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Let's go to the NLT, and it tells you, who is this who comes from Edom? You see, in Edom, we know Esau, Edom. Edom is the nation of the Edomites, right? So the modern day Edom are the Edomites basically, but you got America being the homeland, man, like the main capital. Let's keep reading. NLT right here, Isaiah 63. Who is this who comes from Edom, from the city of Bozrah, with his clothing stained red? Who is this in royal robes, marching in his great strength? Alright, so you got a clue word right there, man. When it tells you, who is this who comes from Edom, from the city of Bozrah, with his clothing stained red? So that red means the blood, man. Because you go to Ezekiel 35 and it tells you in verse 6, Ezekiel 35 and 6, therefore as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. But in the NLT, it tells you, as surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a blood bath of your own. Your turn has come. And you go to Isaiah 63, and it's telling you that who is this who comes from Edom, from the city of Bozrah, with his clothing stained red? Basically, yahawashi doing the slaying. Alright, let's go to Isaiah 63 in the KJV, verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. And let's go to the NLT. It tells you, why are your clothes so red, as if you have been treading out grapes? Back to verse 3, KJV. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment, clothing, basically clothing. Raiment. Ramen. Salaki. I believe it's pronounced ramen. Okay, so let's go to the NLT, verse 3. It tells you, I have been treading the winepress alone. No one was there to help me. In my anger, I have trampled my enemies as if they were grapes. In my fury, damn. This, you see, so you get a better explanation, a different definition. Different words define different things. So it tells you, no one was there to help me. In my anger, I have trampled my enemies as if they were grapes. In my fury, I have trampled my foes. Their blood has stained my clothes. All right, so let's go back to the KJV. Isaiah 63, verse 4, it tells you, for the day of vengeance is in my heart. The heart is what? The mind. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury, it upheld me. Alright? Let's go to the NLT. It tells you, I was amazed to see that no one intervened to help the oppressed. So I myself stepped in to save them with my strong arm. I was amazed to see that no one intervened to help the oppressed, so I myself stepped in to save them with my strong arm, and my wrath sustained me. Alright, let's go to verse 6 on the KJV. And I will tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the heart. Alright. Go back to the NLT. It tells you, I crushed the nations in my anger and made them stagger and fall to the ground, spilling their blood upon the earth. You see, so we get this prophecy, man. It's gonna come, man, when what? When yahawashi comes back.
I know where it is too.
When yahawashi comes back and slays Esau Edom, man. Right, and it's telling you how, it's telling you the greatness of his strength, how he's gonna put in that work, man, by himself. All right, so let me see. I believe that was it for that right there. Let's go to let me see. That was Isaiah 63. Let's go back to Ezekiel 35. Oh, no, you're good. All right, let's go to Ezekiel 35. Let me see. Verse 8. It tells you, and I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and you shall know that I am the Lord. So in the NLT, this is Ezekiel 35, verse 9. In the NLT, I will make you desolate forever. Your cities will never be rebuilt. Then you will know that I am the Lord. And that's true, because America is never going to be inhabited again, according to Revelation, man. It tells you that America is basically going to be destroyed just as Sodom and Gomorrah, and never to be inhabited again. It's going to be an example of the wickedness of Esau Edom, and how the Most High hated that wickedness, man. That wicked kingdom. Okay? The whole nations are gonna see the destruction of America, man. That tells you, I spoke on that in last camp. That's in Revelation, man. And it tells you that in 1 hour, all the plagues are gonna, these plagues shall come basically upon her. The famine, death, and mourning. Okay, let's go to verse 10. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. Okay, so you go, and I will make myself known among them against the Israelites when I have judged thee. Because in the NOT it tells you, therefore as surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord, I will pay back your angry deeds with my own. I will punish you for all your acts of anger, envy, and hatred, and I will make myself known to Israel by what I do to you. Then you will know that I, the Lord, have heard every contemptuous word you spoke against the mountains of Israel. For you said they are desolate, they have been given to us as food to eat. And saying that, you boasted proudly against me, and I have heard it all. Damn, let's go to the verse 13 in the KJV. You see, because this tells you also that the future of Edom, man, how it's going to be desolate, and how America's going to be basically put away with, man. All right, so let's go to let me see. Let's go to 13. Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Verse 14. This is the key point right here. Thus saith the Lord God, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. You go to the NLT, it tells you the whole world will rejoice when I make you desolate. You rejoiced at the desolation of Israel's territory. Now I will rejoice at yours. You will be wiped out, you people of Mount Seir, and all who live in Edom. Then you will know that I am the Lord. So you go to 15 and the KJV, and it tells you, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord. So boom. You see how the Most High has certain plans for the nation of Edom, man, to make it desolate, to basically, and Esau, Edom is the man of sin, man. You think about all the wickedness that it naturally does, the wickedness, how it thrives in the wickedness that it does, how it boasts in the wickedness that it promotes and everything. Like the man of sin is Esau, Edom, man. Now look at that, bro. The only Jake right there, man. Around by nothing but Edomites. Jakes, man. You know, certain Jakes won't get it. They won't understand who the enemy is, because they never came back to the true heritage, man. They never came back to who they really are. So you're gonna keep thinking that they're all the same. They're all just normal human beings that are the same, and whoop-de-woo, and that they're not better than none, and everyone's equal. Bunch of bullshit. That was it for Ezekiel. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. Obadiah's vision. Feels like I'm doing a lesson here in camp, man. Which is good, you know. Main thing else, man, that we come out here and we edify, man. We know there's a lot of people that don't come out here, they just don't really interest them, and it's all right, man. The scriptures say prophesy into the wind. You know, but we're prophesying onto these dry bones, the valley of dry bones, which is America, man. All right, but let me see. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. It's the vision Obadiah had concerning the land of Edom, which is prophecy right here, man. All right, so it tells you the vision of Obadiah. All right, Edom's judgment announced. That's what it's called. Edom's judgment announced. All right, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. NLT will tell you, we have heard a message from the Lord that an ambassador was sent to the nations to say, get ready everyone, let's assemble our armies and attack Edom. And that's exactly what's going on, man. You think about it, you got China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, and other nations that are basically ready to go to war with America, man. They're ready to go to war, and if they can, boom, destroy America. But it ain't like that, man. It's not their will. You know, the Most High is turning up their minds to go against Esau, Edom. But it's in the time of the Most High. It's when yahawah, bahasham, yahawashi wants it to be. See, it's not when they want it. It's when yahawah, bahasham, yahawashi wants it to be in His timing. Because His timing is perfect timing. But we do see that the armies are getting ready. And basically, boom. Well, we did read an article. What was it, man? That said, let me see if I can get it real quick. Let me see. Salaki, bear with me real quick. See if I can find it real quick. Couldn't find it, brothers. Salakia. I have to go through a lot of stuff, man. I ain't even gonna go through it, but you know, we get the point. There was an article saying that what's it called, man? China, Russia, and Iran, I believe. What was it? China, Russia, North Korea. A couple of those nations are basically ready to go to war with America, man. So we see that's another proof. That's more proof that America is Babylon the Great. That all the nations overseas are going to see the torment of her fire. That great city. For 1 hour, she's made desolate. In 1 hour, America's going to be made desolate. All right, so let's go to Obadiah.